Well, hello everyone. How are y'all doing today? It is Monday and I am out at the Chestnut Grove. If you can see the beautiful Chestnut Grove back here. And the bees have been here literally just over a month. Let's see what we got. We got bees on this hive, which we're going to do a swap over. We're going to swap this to a nuke box like these so I can put a feeder on it. Looks like we got bees on that one, bees on that one. I've seen there's some bees over here, and yep, there's some bees in there too. So we got bees in all the colonies. We're gonna go ahead and do the swap over. Look what I got over here. I got a bee fight. I got carpenter bees on the back and honeybees trying to take them out. So I don't know what's going on back here, but carpenter bees are fighting with the honeybees, and I don't know. We're gonna look in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring the peppermint. I forgot to bring peppermints. Oh no. But we're gonna get into it. I brought some feed. I got my honey in the back. I got a new box, new bottom board. Oh, I did bring the peppermints. Yay me. All right, so I got some pollen patties, some peppermints, hive tool, bottom board, nuke box, feed, and we're gonna swap that colony over first, and then we'll do inspections on all of them. So bear with me and we'll get into it, and thanks for watching. All right, so what do we got here? We got the Ohio State hive, as Brian likes to call it, and we're going to flip that over to this other gray box. Very similar color, traditional nuke box, and we're going to see what they got, and then we'll check out and see what the heck's going on in that colony that the bees are all on the back. I'm not sure guys, but we'll check it out. All right, so let's see what we got here. We'll move that down a bit. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and set the whole thing off to the side. And really, it's not that heavy. Not that heavy. We're going to go ahead and put that right there. And that right there on top of them. And we'll start transferring them over. All right, what do we got? We got some bees. We do have bees. We'll look in the box here. Got a feed tray that I put in here that has long been emptied. That's all the feed that they've had is this little tray, which works on small colonies. You can just put a little tray, put some foliage in there and the syrup, and they'll climb down and get it. You can use pine straw or whatever, that'll work. Let me set that off to the side. And this colony is not very strong. They were not very strong when we moved here, when we moved them here. So I don't expect miracles, guys, with the colonies. Got a bee in the peppermint wrapper, just coming out. Little bee in the peppermint. Some people have limes in their coconuts, and we've got bees in our peppermints. So I'm just gonna transfer these over exactly how they sit. Still plenty of wax on this frame. I really thought there might be more bees, but if they've only been here a month, they've only had one brood cycle, right? One brood cycle. Let's see what we got here. A little bit of nectar. I'm gonna try to show y'all everything. A little bit of nectar, a little bit of pollen, a little bit of cap brood. But this is turning into a feed frame, evidently. Lots of foragers coming back. Hope this colony did not go queenless. Don't know. We'll find out together as I'm moving. They've kept the box pretty clean. Looks like I see at this point one hive beetle in the bottom walking around. I haven't been here in a couple weeks. All right, look at there. We got a queen in here. Look at all that beautiful brood. One with a little bit of orange pollen. See, there's not much pollen coming in. There's not much pollen in this frame. Not much pollen in the other frame. So I'm glad I brought pollen patty. She's got this side laid up too. So there, oh, there she is. She's not marked. Right there. Good job, girl. We're gonna put you back in here. See what they got on these other frames over here. I'm gonna break this apart. Again, very tiny bit of cat brood, but she's got this laid out here. It's laid up. Kind of trying to take a look to see if I see any mites or anything, any wing virus. Don't see that. A little bit of honey packed away, a little bit of nectar. But again, this is a very small colony, and I'm sure some of these other ones might be smaller than this one. But there was a reason to that. If you haven't watched the channel and don't know why this is like this, really close to here is a little bit of nectar in there. Really close to here is a strawberry patch, okay? And that strawberry field produces a lot of strawberries. However, I don't know what they spray with, and because I don't know, you know, I'm pretty happy with this box. I've seen one little hive beetle. Let me just show you. All right, I just crushed one little hive beetle, but I don't see, there's a roach, a little tiny one, but I don't see anything in here. Like, there's not a bunch of beetles. They're not just running around crazy. That's good. That is good. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put the trim ring back on. And we're gonna feed them up because they've had the least of the feed of all the bees that we've got out here. The other ones I put a quart jar on a couple weeks ago, and they were able, I'm just gonna lean that on the front right there, and they've been able to make it. All right, guys, so what I got here is all right, so I brought a Boardman feeder with a quart jar. I've got some homemade peppermint sub, or no, this doesn't have peppermint at this sub, but I brought peppermint. So we're gonna get this set up. And I don't really have anywhere to set you guys that's good, so you have to bear with me. And we'll put the feeder on last. But we're gonna put on some peppermint sub here. And what I'm gonna do is this is too big for this colony. So I'm just gonna take a piece. We'll just break a piece off, like a little piece. And we're gonna give them that. Let's see if they like it. Let's see if they go to it at all. I bet you they do in a second as soon as they realize it's there. There we go. They'll start going to it. They seem to go to it quicker with the peppermint in it, but once they figure out what it is, they'll be on it. They're trying to take out a dead bee. Fly her out. There you go. Flew her off into the sunset. And I got them buzzing around me. And we're gonna take some peppermint, which, you know, they're doing good with the beetles. And I'm gonna actually put some of this peppermint candy right in the sub right there. And then I'll just drop some in this corner, drop some in this corner, drop a piece in that corner. Actually, this is a pretty big piece. I'm gonna try to break it again. All right, so we'll put that back there, and we'll put this up here. All right, so this is kind of how I set it up. Little piece of pollen sub. We got peppermint in all four corners, and they got a new box now. The bees are orienting, try to get it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this so the returning bees can come in right away. Some bees with a little bit of pollen on it. And we're going to slap a feeder on the front. Let's close them up because they're kind of confused at the moment. And this is a brand new box. This is one of my new boxes that I had just painted. So we're going to swap them out so I can put this feeder on the front of them. And let me go ahead and pick that up a little bit since it's not propolized. Smash it down. All right, so there we go. All right, so we got a boardman on there, and we'll move the peppermints. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and open this quart jar and try not to get it all over my fingers and everywhere. And we're gonna feed these girls up because I'm really curious. I need to then stir this if I can find a stick. And just put that right on the front, and that one should be good to go. And now I got it on my hands. So hopefully that'll help them draw some wax out. Now these other four, because they were those other boxes, now will have, they should hopefully have more comb than this one does. But you know, I don't know. I haven't been in these in a minute. So we're gonna take a look, and hopefully you guys are squared away here. I'm gonna move everything this way. One. And we're gonna open this girl up. They've got it propolized tight. Okay, not good. That's why they're on the back. Okay, so let's show you. This is terrible. Terrible. Let's see if we got a colony in here even, or if they're just robbing. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, so first view, look at that. There is a cluster of bees, but look down on the bottom. There's liquid, if you can see down there. And I don't think it's from the boardman. Could be. That might be why all the bees are hanging on the back, right? We still got peppermint in here. There is fluid in the bottom. So I'm not having good hopes for this. This could be a loss right here. Just a few bees. Well, take that old fondant off, old pollen sub off. Are they still trying to do? That's the key. Is there a queen? I think there's a queen. Yes, we still have a queen. We got a bunch of dried larvae in here. What is going on? That's terrible. Terrible. Little bit of bees, little bit of nectar. We might have to see how these other ones are doing and give them some love over here. Roaches in the box. Look here. See the fluid in the bottom? I imagine that's syrup from the Boardman feeder. We're gonna put this back together for now. And what I'm gonna do is take the whole bottom off. And we're gonna drain it. Can't believe that. Why would it be that way? I wanted to do this live, by the way. However, let's I'm gonna try to bust this off of here. No, that's not even, I thought it'd be glued down, but it's not. All right, so here, look what we got. We'll examine the bottom board. I've got a hive beetle and larva and a bunch of drowning bees, a drowning beetle. All right, so now people will be like, well, the peppermint don't work. There's obviously peppermint on there. That is not peppermint fault. That is not enough bees in the colony fault. Not enough bees in the colony. So we're gonna dump this out. Actually, I'm just gonna, here, I'm gonna straighten you guys out right there. And let me get this. That's why they were on the back corner. And it might be like that on the next one too, because I see them on the back corner of that one. And we're gonna crush any beetles. Had another beetle right there. I just crushed it. All these maggots and larvae. It's terrible. Terrible. And I have nowhere to put them, so I've got to just scrape them. So this colony is not doing good. And again, that is not peppermint fault. That is not enough bees to defend themselves. Not enough bees for defense. And I'm just trying to clean this off. But we might can make them happy here in a minute. We're gonna try. See if I got a towel or something to wipe all that crap off of there. Oh, it's sugar syrup for sure. is I can feel the stickiness when I'm trying to I can feel the stickiness as I'm trying to wipe it down. So we got that clean. It's terrible. All right, so they're cleaned off. So the Boardman feeder, terrible Boardman feeder, has leaked into the hive. That's not good. Not good at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to, I'm gonna let that air out for a bit. That might actually cause some robbing. But yeah, this Boardman feeder evidently leaked all into the colony. I don't see any hive beetles or anything in the Boardman feeder, but it has leaked. So what are we gonna do, Bob? I'm gonna get something to stick under this end, so if it leaks, it don't run back into the colony. What do I have? Here's a stick. We're gonna throw a stick under here and try to tilt it forward. There, it's tilted up a little bit. Tilted it up a bit. And I'm gonna go through some of these. This one I think is leaking as well, has leaked. So we're gonna find out what they look like. And yeah, they're not. Few bees on the inside of the cover. Still got peppermint, some peppermint in here. This colony has liquid in the bottom as well. Wow, they've got this propolized down. They are not in as bad a shape as this other one over here for some reason. Again, pollen sub-dried out. Throw that away. Into the woods with you. Peppermint, they've eaten part of them. Half each of them. Boardman feeders. Ugh. I thought I could use a Boardman out here, and just because of the smallness of these colonies, that they would. Yeah, this one's got liquid in the bottom too. All right, we're gonna lean that frame up. If for some reason I don't find a queen in here, I will combine these two. There's a roach. This has been a it does have liquid in the bottom, just like the other one. This one's got more bees though. They might not be happy with me being here though. Main thing, I want to find a queen. There's larva. Look at the larva. Look how that larva looks. Terrible. I think they look terrible, the larva. I mean, they're growing. Hell, they're swimming in the damn bottom. All right, automatic gunfire, that's nice. They have propolized the heck out of this thing. There's a beetle. There's larva. I haven't seen a queen. Where's the queen at? Where you at, lady? Oh, there she is. She's moving real fast right there on the end. See her right there? Just went around the wood. All right, so we do have queen, but let me show you this bottom board. Put them together. There's so much propolis. Look at that propolis. Alright, don't sting me. I'm trying to help you, ladies. Trying to help you for sure. Alright, so that's two. Two with a, man, big roach in there. Get out of there. I've never seen roaches like this inside of a colony. And put that over here. Terrible. Well, I can't do what I wanted to do at this point. So I'm going to take this colony, go ahead and drop the boardman off of it. And this is what we've got. You see that liquid? See the hive beetle in there? Hive beetles, there's one there, one there. There's beetles all over in here. Look at them beetles. So I'm gonna have to try to do the same thing I did on the last one, guys. There's more bees in this colony. Well, that's terrible. And this has so much goop in it. Alright, I gotta find another stick. Terrible. Well, that sucks. That really does suck. Let me flip these around. Put this more in the middle. Well, at least we've got queens. We still have queens. That's good. All we can do is what we can do at this point. Gosh, that sucks. So we're gonna put a little tiny piece on this colony. Right there. Same thing with this one. Come on, ladies. Right now, there's nothing. If these colonies would have gotten stronger, we could have taken some brood from one and put it in the other. And we're gonna take this little piece of patty here. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna put this peppermint back in. And I'm gonna take some peppermint and put it on this pollen sub here. Alright, so we got peppermint in the patty. We got peppermint on top. Just weak colonies. They were weak to begin with, and I was hoping they would take off when they got out here, which is why I gave them some feed. And they're just not at this point. They're not doing good. Go ahead and grab the lid, cover them back up. See, now it's like, I don't even know if I should even put food back on them. This one, about the same. But this one was always little, and it's always seems to be having a problem. I mean, they're just little small clusters, guys. I don't get it. These bees, these are all cutic queens. Nothing there. Come on, girly, get off. There we go. And just make sure we got a queen. They got a little bit of nectar over here, or sugar syrup, or whatever. This is one of, it's not wet in the bottom, so they did pretty good in the bottom. There's some brood in here. I can't see it very good, but there's some brood a little bit. These colonies are just not doing well, guys. Not doing well. And this colony, I've actually added brood to. This is the one that I re-queened. Yep, there's the queen. Queen's still in there. Just the bees are not doing well. No food. I don't know. Don't know. I don't see any beetles in here. That's a good sign. So let's give them a little bit of pollen. I'll give them some more peppermints. We'll throw some more feed on the front of them. I'll make sure they're elevated in the back more. They're doing terrible. These bees out here are doing terrible. After a month, they should have had a brood cycle already. I mean, I've got 2-frame nukes stronger than these nukes over here. That's enough pollen sub for them. Can you sense the frustration, guys? I hope you can. Because I am kind of frustrated about this whole thing right here. We're going to do our best to keep some feed on them. That's not good, guys. I'm not happy with this at all. All right, well, we'll go in number 5 here before we figure out which ones we're gonna put feed on. And they've got it propolized down pretty good. Yeah, they're not doing bad on this one. This one's not doing bad. They've got, now look here, that old pollen sub, they're still in there trying to beat down. Couple frames of bees. Let's make sure I don't see any bees hanging off the back of this one. Let's all right, can I borrow that from you ladies? Put you over here for a minute, and we're gonna do an inspection and see what we got. All right, outside frame, a little bit of nectar, a little bit of pollen. All right, it's a dry bottom, that's good. It's got a little bit of cap brood on the outside. Here's a hive beetle looking around. Brand new bee hatching out right there. Get this beetle. I think I got it. Pretty sure I got it. Just some nectar. Now let's see what the 2 frames that probably have brood on them, what they look like. And this is where I've been having issues on all my colonies, not just this one. See, very little capped. There are larvae and everything in there, but very little cap brood. That's just the problem I've been having everywhere this year. There's nectar on that side. Nectar and food. Now, there's some pollen in here, so that shouldn't be an issue. Just very little cap brood. There's plenty of brood in here, just not capped on this frame. The next frame is actually seems to be a fatter frame. Yep, and they're drawing out this other frame. So let's see what we got here. This is definitely the best one I've got at this point. It's laid up. It's got eggs in it. But again, look, it's laid up, but they're not capped. Where's all the cap? There's very little cap brood in here. Does she lay up and then she just takes a couple weeks off? 2-3 weeks off? I don't know. But this side is laid up as well. There's the queen right there. Nice queen. Be even nicer if she would actually do something. Well, I can't blame it on her, right? Oops, I got that flipped around. Crap. Sorry. Let me grab this frame. Show you what they're doing over here. Bottom's pretty clean. Don't see any beetles in this one. They started drawing out a little bit right there, so it's hard to really weird here. So I mean, I would say of all the colonies right now, this one's probably the best one, number 5. But we're gonna give them some pollen sub and stuff like we did everybody else. And you know, I don't know. I'm at a loss. Well, what to do? I actually have more pollen sub. We got mo pollen sub. And we're gonna put that right across there. And all right, so once again, we got them pollen pepperminted up. Little bees coming to get some pollen sub right there. So let's make sure now, Bob, that I think we're getting them leveled out a bit. Let me get this one. And got them raised up a little. Make sure this one here is raised a bit. And we're gonna raise that up. Make sure they got the slope on the front. I'm here still. I'm just trying to give them a little bit of a slope, so the any liquid will definitely run to the front and not out the back. I think I need one for that one. That pink one, we're gonna give that a boost. Thought I put one in there. Of course, it's got bees all in the back. It's lifted. That one's lifted. That one I'll lift now because I just put feed on it. We'll find us a stick. And just not a large, really guys, it's not a large populations here. And I have no idea why. These colonies they're just not growing. I don't know if they're, I mean, it could just be a dearth time and they needed this pollen sub and everything that I'm giving them. That probably is not hurting them, but I'm gonna load them back up with some slurp and see what happens. So let me get these, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right now and fill these up, and then we'll get back to it. Well, what can we do? I think as of right now, I'm not too happy with the bees at the Chestnut Grove. So I'm gonna think about what to do. It could be a matter of taking frames of brood with nurse bees from my main yard and putting them in a pro nuke, like 5 frames of brood, shaking a ton of bees, closing them up, bringing them over here with no queen, right? And then putting a frame in each box with bees, extra bees, to supercharge these. Because after a month, there's no cap brood. Where's the cap brood? That's what I want to know. Where's the cap brood? Why is it only open brood and larvae and eggs? They all had queens. We found a queen in all of them. So I don't know what's going on. But we'll have to put our thinking hat to it on and see what I'm gonna do. Because right now these bees out here are not doing very good. And I think most of the reason they're not doing good is population. Just population. So I don't know, we'll put our mind to it and see what we're gonna do. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode.